Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Baten Kaitos. We did a whole lot of cleanup, and now it is time to leave. Let's go to the port. And let's go to the White Dragon. Leave the Taint Clouds. Let us go to Anue. Make our way to the world map. Komomai, and finally, let's make our way to Corellia's palace. I'll also change up my character order a little bit, actually. And in we go. Oh wow, he's just here. What a wonderful view! We need your help in preventing this world from falling into darkness. The final battle will soon begin. Good luck. He's just chilling. Anyway. Let's talk to Corellia. Thanks to your efforts, everyone's minds have been put at ease a little. You've given us all a ray of hope. Thank you so much, Callus, Shella. Yep. We've made it this far thanks to all of your efforts. The rest is up to you. Callus, everyone, good luck. You can leave Kor Hydra Castle to us. As the leaders of many nations, you can count on us to do our part. Yeah, is that just it? Do I just go to Kor Hydra? Okay, are you ready to invade Kor Hydra now? The forces of darkness have increased their attacks by twofold. We must hurry, Callus, Shella. Yeah, we don't have any more time to waste. Don't you agree, Lotus? Okay, let's go.
Well, everyone, our situation isn't exactly favorable.
Indeed not. Each nation's food and medicine supplies are running low.
Our soldiers are exhausted. They won't last forever. We have to do something.
Indeed. We have little time left.
Our apologies for keeping you waiting. Preparations are complete. All nations are ready.
Then we've prepared in time.
Well done.
We appreciate your assistance.
You have a plan for attacking Kor Hydra Castle? You told us Melodia used the power of the Five Islands to release the End Magnus. I suggest we use that same power to counteract the power of the evil god, and to pierce the shield surrounding Kor Hydra Castle.
You're suggesting that we gather the power of the End Magnus, remaining in each island, and throw it at the shield?
Exactly.
That would be folly. Now that the End Magnus have been released, each island is barely kept afloat by its remaining power. If that power was to be depleted, the islands could fall. That would be too dangerous.
We are all well aware of the dangers involved.
Unless we do something soon, though, we'll all be doomed. We have to take our chances.
Then you will definitely need my help.
Lord Rodolfo.
Wow. That's a genuine twist.
You came? Of course I did. How could I hide myself when there's a battle to be won?
Wow, listen to him. He only agreed to help after some serious threatening on our part.
reason is unimportant. It is your presence here that counts.
By the way, what has become of the Empire? Who will take charge?
We can't expect too much from them. We'll have them assume their positions, just in case. Now that Gelderblum is gone, there is no one to lead the people and bring out the full potential of that island.
I'm not sure how much we can accomplish with the power of 4 islands, but we must do what we can. There's no turning back.
This will probably be the first and the last time anyone attempts such a feat. Let us join together and give them something to remember.
As mentioned earlier, we will take care of the shield.
Wait for an opening and storm directly into the core Hydra.
I beg of you. Please save my Melodia. Please save her soul.
We will.
We'll do our utmost. The final battle will take place tomorrow. The fate of the world is in our hands.
There's one thing I don't understand. Melodia and Malpertio seem to have somehow linked their minds together. Any ideas why or how?
Yeah. She used Gelderblame to unseal the 5N Magnus and resurrect Malpertio. No doubt about that.
Maybe she was first linked with the N Magnus and Mira.
That's a possibility. According to Giacomo, Dr. Georg had a special power, probably induced by the N Magnus in the lava caves. He devoted himself to his experiments as if a man possessed until he created Callus and Phi.
What's your point?
My point is that something tells me both Melodia and Dr. Georg were controlled by the will of Malpertio, whether they were aware of it or not.
Yeah, maybe.
Yet, if that were indeed the case, it would be quite puzzling. On one side, we have Melodia and her cohorts attempting to unleash the N Magnus and take over the world. On the other, we have Dr. Georg, striving to create a being who could bring about Malpertio's destruction. If both are controlled by Malpertio, why would they be in contradiction?
That is weird, now that you mention it.
Dr. Georg's experiments were aimed at creating a Magnus of life. This would be the exact opposite of the N Magnus, which are symbols of death and destruction. My point is that Callus and Malpertio may have been destined to fight one another. In that sense, Callus could be said to be a bad omen for Malpertio, a harbinger of the god's demise.
That's the way of the world.
Come again?
Everyone lives with contradictions of some sort or another. The desire to be sincere and loyal to others, and the urge to drop everything, lie back, and care about nothing.
Oh.
We want to be free, but also want to feel secure. We want to protect someone dear to us, but at the same time, we simply want to abandon them. We want to live on, but also want to give up and die. Love and hatred. Melodia and Callus. She is Malpertio's curse to the world. Callus must be his prayer.
She's his curse, and I'm his prayer.
Yes. I won't claim to know for sure what Malpertio thinks and desires, but something tells me that's how it is.
Callus and Melodia. Us and them. There's no telling who will win. Hell, it may not even matter who wins. Is everything just a game, determined at the whim of some god, enjoying himself at our expense? Are we just pawns caught up in the mess, whether we like it or not?
No, this is no game. This is Malpercio's will. It's his first and final decision, putting himself at stake. It's the final fight by gods who were destroyed 1,000 years ago. He's dead serious, believe me.
It's getting to that point. Lots of build-up.
Well, this is the big day. The end of the line. Hey, listen. This may be it for us. We've been through a lot together, and it was a hell of a ride. Thanks to you. I owe you one.
Same here.
I'm glad to hear that. We'd never have made it without you. That night, way back, in the Forest of Spirits. I'm glad it was you who came to me. Really glad. Anyway, it'll all be over by this time tomorrow. Whether we manage to stop them or whether they end up killing us, everyone needs to say goodbye someday. So, before that time comes, let's go out with a bang. We can do this, together. Okay? Let's get going.
All right. And we're playing. Does this room have an exit? Or... Okay, up there. Everyone's at the ready. I quite like this. Do I just talk to Corellia again? Is that all I do? Or do I actually go out? Nope, we're good.
We're all set. Just give the word.
Very well. All of you, to your positions. I wish you the best of luck.
We shall give them our utmost.
Yes, indeed. Let us join forces and destroy the Hydra Castle.
To walk another day with our heads held high.
Queen Shella, do you need us?
I'll be fine. Please stay and protect Queen Corellia.
Be careful, my queen.
You too.
Good luck, Your Majesty.
This is it.
The land is moving!
The final battle has begun.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, let us begin.
No, it's not working. The powers of 4 continents weren't enough, it seems.
Oh no! Why now?
Prepare yourselves.
Shield is still up. They'll never get in.
It's not working? Isn't there something we can do?
We have failed. This is the end of the road, it seems.
Not so fast, people!
What is that?
It is coming from Alphard, the power of its End Magnus.
But who is it? With Gelderblane dead, who would be able to invoke Alphard's power?
Hey now.
We're in control down here!
Marvelous.
Amy! This island is in good hands. No need for worry.
Hold on!
Damn.
Stay sharp. The fight has just begun.
Astar!
Gelderblade's men.
You're giving us the power of the End Magnus! Don't worry, we can do it!
Yep. Piece of cake.
Thank you. We are counting on you.
Rally yourselves, all of you.
Charge! Right!
Yes!
Man, oh man! That's one tough cookie to crumble.
Please! Just a little more! You're almost there!
Get through!
Now or never!
Let's go!
That is a gorgeous looking fortress.
did it!
We're counting on you, Palace. All of us.
We'll join you shortly.
Please be careful.
Core Hydra Castle. A thing of beauty. Oh, hi. Don't worry, I got this.
What are they?
Oh no! The gods! The ones they crafted the End Magnus with!
What? Ghost of the gods? This just gets better and better.
We'll be seeing you later.
It seems we may have more trouble than we bargained for.
The great Mizuti be invincible, utterly, totally. But not against ghosts. Not quite. Exception.
Don't worry. If we can hit them, we can defeat them.
You be sure?
Positive. I hate ghosts too.
Ah!
What is it?
Nothing.
Let's get a move on. We don't have time for ghost stories.
Oh! 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 Hi! Hello! Also, new music! Welcome to the final dungeon of the game. And as much as they set this up to be the ultimate grand finale, watch this. You want to go back? I can just leave. I can leave anytime I want. But no, we should be okay. Let me go ahead. I did switch party members. Let me see who has cameras. That's two. Alright, well. Time to get some new Magnus.
I'll fight with all that's in me.
I don't know what these guys are weak to. 9, 8, 7. Well, I tried. Wow, I can't believe it. Darkness wasn't very good against it. Neither is fire. Mizuti's not a good choice right now. However, light, that ought to be real good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You think I got him? Get the hell out of here. Now I need a camera. Who has a camera? This thing's got a lot of hits. A lot of hits. What the hell? 7 hits. Seal of Darkness. Wow. I blocked it, but I am quite on fire. I'm just gonna throw things at it until I see a camera. Well, I tried. This might kill it anyway. No, not yet. Incidentally, one thing that's nice about Wonder Momo is that it cures any status condition, which includes being on fire, it includes freaking being dead. Hey now, there's my camera.
Say cheese.
Good night. 24,000 XP. Anyway, Vorleg, crafty evil animal that wanders through the castle. Its high level of intelligence will turn lower-ranked evil creatures pale with fear. And then we have its drop. Shining Trumpet. In a deep valley somewhere in the mountains, the clear lyrical note of this trumpet was heard amidst the morning mists. Its mysterious owner is rumored to be a wise hermit living in seclusion. 193 attack. I'm taking the trumpet. That's very, very good. 193, what light can I replace? 80, that's probably what I'm going to replace. Indrahorn 70. This is 4, 6, 7, and 8. And I'll do this one. Let's just do that. Let's see if these Vorlegs have any other drops. And now I no longer care about pictures, and we have 2 treasure chests in the opening room. Anyway, what are the special treasure chests? What do you think? Chronos Blow 6. I don't know if it'll say anything different, but let's take a look. Is that what it always said? Yeah, description is the same, except this is much more powerful, and it has a 9. Are there any lower level Chronos Blows I could swap out? Yeah, there's a 3. Are you kidding me? See ya. I want to see what that animation looks like. I love this music. Alright, what's in this treasure chest? Fireburst 6. I think I might have already gotten that, believe it or not. It's also a 9. Yeah, I do have a Fireburst 6. Any lower level Fireburst? No, I've been sitting on Fireburst forever. That'll do. That's pretty darn good. I am going to want to grind those enemies for drops. That's a sight. You're just walking across this bridge and these angelic looking things are flying across. That's amazing. Well, new enemy. Let's get that camera ready if this guy feels like fighting me. It's ironically difficult to fight them as opposed to avoid them. Wow. There, got him. Oh, 3 of them? Yeah, I don't think a camera will be much of a problem. 9, 8. Oh, okay. 7, 6, 5. We're done. Not enough to kill, but it's a good combo. Camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good night. This ought to sting. 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 1, 1, I don't know. Not my most clever combo. Damn, good enough to kill though. Just 3 shots, huh? Oh, because he's going to attack twice, I'll bet. Five, 6, 7. Lined right up for me. Alright, let's take this thing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enough to kill. Oh, it's weak to fire. That's a lot of XP. Diabolos. Low-ranking magical creature that wanders about the castle. Although it's not so tough, its power shouldn't be taken lightly since it's allowed to live in Core Hydra. Fair enough. Was hoping for drops. Well, now I don't need to concentrate on getting photos, do I? 9, 8, 7, 6. That's all I got. Oh, this is gonna suck. Everything's darkness. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nope, I blew the combo. To hell with it. I'm just gonna throw the kitchen sink at him. For you to be able to pick up the pieces if this thing's still standing. It actually is still standing, shockingly. Fine. 5, 4, 3. Get lost. Now we're talking. Mirage Blade with a 9. It just drops a card with a 9. Inflicts lightning quick blows, hardly perceivable and rarely avoidable by its targets. The transparent, flame-like mirage surrounding this weapon instills panic in its victims. 30% chance of confusion on top of that. I'm absolutely equipping that, are you kidding me? Dragonfly, Dragonfly. Do I have anything weaker than that? I might not, because I've been pretty good about maintaining my deck of cards. 2, 4, 5, and 9, huh? Nothing really stands out to replace, so I'll just do that one. Let's move across. Oh my god, this guy's just walking around like it's nothing. And these guys are all hanging out right by a blue save point. Incredible. Chunk of ice, really? In the final dungeon? Alright, let's take on this thing.
Let's get it on.
Camera time, baby. Hopefully I'll get lucky with the camera. 1, 2... 100 finishers. This is disappointing. 1, 2... Oh, 6. I didn't mean to do that. I need another 6. Which I have. I have it. No camera. And I know I could do a finisher, but I'm not going to. Weak to light. I guess that's not very surprising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. Got him. I need a camera. Also, he doesn't disappear. He just sits there. Aqua Burst 6, he just drops it. And it had a 9. Very impressive. Who had Aqua? Shella. Yeah, 4s. Let's get that out of here. 2, 6, and 8. Can I drop anything like that? Yes, I can. Boom. Get out of here. I'm actually going to leave the screen and come right back in because I need a picture of this guy. But this is also going to be a very good grinding opportunity for drops because these guys have weapons and armor. Apollyon. Servant of the gods in charge of guarding the castle. Its enormous spiked morning star even strikes fear in the hearts of creatures lurking around the castle. And another Aqua Burst, which has a 1 and a 9. That's pretty cool. 1, 6, 8, and 9, huh? I'll risk that. I'll kill the lion for the off chance of one more drop, but then I'm going to fight that new enemy and see what he has to offer me. Okay, Ravana Pet. This weapon fires the essence of Ravana, king of a powerful race of beings feared by the gods themselves. Merely taking aim consumes the target's strength. Yeah, I'll take that. I have the ultimate light and the ultimate dark weapons for Liu, so depending which element I want to go toward, I can have it good either way. 2, 5, 6, and 7, huh? I might want to replace that Asura Tuba. Do I have anything weaker than that? Oh, hell yeah. Devil UFO? No way. Alright, what's the new enemy?
I'll blow you up.
2 of them? These things are crazy. What is this? Anyway, let's have some fun. 9. Oh, I did. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, they go quickly. Icon of Hunger, that's a new one. Well, this is probably not very good. I'm assuming they're Dark Alliance, so I'm going to try to resist Darkness. Tail Blast. Oh no, Paralysis. I can cure that, although that's a load of damage. Damn. I'd rather Callus go than Liu, so let's just heal Mizuti's condition. Boom, Paralysis never happens. I'm probably going to let a bunch of these slip through, because I have good combo potential here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's decent. That's a lot of damage. Damn. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I should have done that. I think it's poisoned and on fire. Sucks to be you, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you're just done. These things really hurt. Freaking war machines. 1, 2, 3, 2. Good. 1, 1, 3. Perfect. What a combo. At least the thing's on fire now. Oh! Oh no, I thought that was a kill. Not quite. This thing's gonna be mad now. No? Okay. Your funeral, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. 7. Oh, not quite. But Liu never gets a straight, so that's pretty nice. Good night.
That was a...
Nothing. Awesome. Also, it occurs to me I didn't even get a damn picture. Guess what I'm doing again? I'm gonna fight that thing and get a picture. I can't believe in all that I didn't get one camera. Disappointing. Anyway, let's do the job. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3. I'm making like all the wrong decisions. 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. Up 2. Alright. Damn, get wrecked.
Let's...
Wheat crackers? Seriously? But whoa, Garb! Loyal watchdog of the gods that wanders freely about the castle, released to devour unfaithful servants or intruders. I guess I'll wrap up by... I'm not going to investigate that circle, that concerns me, but I'm going to wrap up by going into the church, probably leveling up at this point. No more class up, I like that quite a bit. So much healing. Well, I guess not so much for the people who are not in my party, but that's fine. The Yude can really step it up. And just like that, everyone's at full health. I do like the idea that I could only level up once or twice, and then if I need a full heal, I can level up an additional time, but it's fine. Now I think I'll go ahead and save the game and take a lot of items from the fallen enemies, but in the meantime, let's save. And now, I'm going to see if I can get some drops. Well, I fought more of those Diablos, the angelic-looking enemies over the bridge, and they dropped Robe of the Ocean, very high defense, and 100 flames resistance. This robe shifts its hue and form, contorting violently like a stormy sea or placidly sitting like calm waters reflecting the sun. Enemies will be little more than boats sitting out into a dark, stormy ocean, yet friends will bask in its warm, gentle glow. I defeated one of those wall garb enemies, and it dropped Ifriti Glitter, just for Savina. Amazing attack, and it will cause flames. Imbued with flames taken from the Ifriti, elemental spirits of fire, these gauntlets emit a tangible aura of power. The Ifriti's wrath unleashes devastating torrents of fire upon the opposition. Yeah, no kidding. That's a crazy weapon, and it has a 9. I took out another Diabolos, and I got a Fire Drake robe, only for Mizuti, strangely. Even Shella can't wear this. Defense 205, perfect freezing resistance. Imbued with the soul of a Fire Drake, this near-weightless robe hardens to protect its wearer when in danger, providing total immunity to freezing attacks and effects. Well, after grinding Diabolos enemies for an unreasonable period of time, I think I got one more Fire Drake robe, no more Robes of the Ocean, a few Mirage Blades, a bunch of freaking bamboo shoots and chestnut truffles, everything but this, but I finally got Spatula. Attack 193, 30% chance of paralysis, that's brutal. If you put an enemy to sleep, you can wake him up with the next hit, but you can't unparalyze them. Blessed by Kronos, a blow from this weapon is likely to confuse the target's biological clock and drastically reduce its defensive abilities. I took out another Wall Garb, and I got Frozen Soul. Attack 190, but 50% chance of freezing, that's crazy. Restless, frozen souls of 1,000 soldiers dwell within this weapon. The souls swarm around the target on a successful hit, ravaging its body from the inside out. After killing about 10,000 Vorlegs, I got Glacial Helmet. Very resistant against flames, plus 30. Said to have existed before humans came into this world. This legendary helmet dates back to the Ice Age, though details remain a mystery. I took out another Wall Garb and got another Frozen Soul, which is amazing, but also Light Flare level 6. This is the first one of these I've gotten, and trust me, I've been grinding enemies for a while, but maximum Light Flare. I could grind for a bunch of Light Flare level 6s, that's crazy. I spent a straight up unreasonable amount of time killing those Vorlegs, and I got one Prominence Helm, which has very high defense and plus 50 freezing resistance. Said to have been created by the gods when half of the world was still covered in molten rock, this helm provides greatly improved resistance to freezing attacks and effects. 9, 8, 5, and 6, not bad. Who needs this? No, Phoenix Helm is worse, that is to say. So maybe I should just swap out one of the Yude's Phoenix Helms then. Yeah, 95 versus 215. But look at what a cool helmet this is. I could grind these things, I could get more Prominence Helms. But whatever, it's fine. This was freaking exhausting. I will give this guy one last shot. Wow, it's my second Light Flare level 6 ever. Although the Ifriti Glitter, guaranteed flames, that is very tempting, but I'll take one more Light Flare level 6. 1, 3, 4, and 7, not bad. I was hoping for a Dark Flare level 6. These guys apparently dropped that, but it just hasn't been happening. I think I'm going to give up on them, because the good news is that I should be able to find one later. Anyway, 1, 3, 4, and 7. What can I swap out? I have a lot of Light Flares here. Oh, this one. Easily. Now, allow me to show you something possibly disconcerting, which is how long I've been grinding these stupid monsters for their stupid drops. Watch this. Oh my god! At this high level, I get 10 levels up. And this wasn't even my main party the entire time. Wow. My characters are going to be monsters. I guess I play with my secondary party more than my first, but even so. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey, I'll take that full heal. Liu's the farthest behind, but you know what? He's got some pretty good equipment now. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and swap the party back. I'll put Mizuti back in here, I'll put Liu back in here, and I'll put Callus back in here. And now I am absolutely going to save because this was a miserable, miserable grinding experience. However, I think I'm all caught up with that stuff now, so for now it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? After an extended set of cutscenes, we made it into Core Hydra, the final dungeon of the game. And we have our work cut out for us. We met 4 new enemy types, and just can't get them to drop what we want. The funny thing is, the big guy with the flail, the boss-looking monster, he didn't even have anything that we didn't already have. It was all about the, oh man, whatever they're called, the Vorleg, the Wall, whatever, the Diabolos. Those guys had drops I wanted, and they did not want to give them up. But the good news is now, once again, we have gotten every single Magnus we could possibly get up to this point, but there is still more searching to do. Until next time, everyone.